I talked in the past about how to get hollow cheekbones and what makes the male cheekbones attractive, and how to get rid of a baby face, etc. But I don't think I have ever talked about how to measure cheekbone height, knowing their location if they are high or low, and the differences between high and low cheekbones. Also, can lower set cheekbones be considered attractive? All of these questions we will be diving into and trying to answer because it's not always so black and white and cut and dry. Things can be quite complicated. If you want to support the channel and get a detailed facial analysis with personalized look max and advice, link will be down in the description. If you want to read more about topics like these, you can check out my blog at neofacerating.com. Without further ado, let's get this video started. Your cheekbone appearance is highly dependent on your bone structure. Your zygomatic or malar bone is what determines how high up your cheekbones are. Despite that, your facial bone structure is not the only determinant of how your cheekbones look. The soft tissue around it could also contribute to how high or low your cheekbones appears to be. Note that the soft tissue does not change where your cheekbones are situated, but it does alter the external perception. For example, a man with high cheekbones but has chubby cheeks may look like he has low cheekbones, even when he doesn't. It's all about how the components of your face, bone, muscle, and fat included work together to create your facial appearance. Additionally, your race also plays a major role in how your cheekbones will look. Asians are more likely to have bone structures that are wider and have cheeks that protrude horizontally. However, that's not true across all Asians as the continent has a very wide variety of ethnicities. On the other hand, Caucasians are more likely to have cheekbones that push more forward, not outwards. This disparity creates a lot of differences between what your cheekbones look like depending on your race. These are only rough generalizations, and the large biological variety in Asians or Caucasians still causes a disparity in cheekbones appearance. By no means does this mean that all Asians or Caucasians, regardless of locality, share the same characteristics. Plus, there is the fact that male and female cheekbones are different. Men are more likely to have wider cheekbones and higher FWHR or facial weight to height ratios than women. Women, on the other hand, are more likely to have lower zygomatic bones and rounder cheekbones. You can observe in pop culture that we like to say that someone has high cheekbones when really what they have are prominent cheeks and not actually high cheekbones. You'll notice that when people talk about high cheekbones, they're often talking about the cheeks, not the cheekbones themselves. To determine if you have high or low cheekbones, you have to look at your face under natural lighting. Harsh lighting such as fluorescent lights can drastically change your appearance, and the shadows on your face will make it difficult to tell. Start by looking at yourself in the mirror in a frontal view. Place your thumb on your tragus, the little knob near your ear canal, and your index finger on your nostril. Slowly dragging your index finger and thumb together will allow you to identify the highest point in your cheekbones. Make sure to exert some pressure so you know which part is the highest. It may take a few tries to gauge exactly where the highest point is, so looking at the mirror while you're doing so is important. Next, assess where the location of the highest point is. If it's in line with your nose bridge or even the middle of your nose, then you have high cheekbones. If your cheekbones sit in line with your nostrils or the lower portion of your nose, then you have low cheekbones. Another way to assess your cheekbones is to look at your reflection from a 3/4 angle. Take a look at the curve of your face and you'll notice a bump after the dip in your eye area. The closer that area is to your eye, the higher your cheekbones are. An additional consideration is that we base this measurement on the nose and eye areas, which can be subjective. Some people have noses that are too long for their faces, which will distort the results. Some people could have a long mid-face, making it difficult to identify if low is low. So remember that it's just a crude measurement, but it's as close as you can get. Simply looking at your face is not completely telling, as your malar region, cheekbone area, may have extra fat surrounding it, preventing you from fully seeing how high up your cheekbones are. Another method is for looking at the length of the OG curve. The OG curve is the curve created by your cheekbones on your face. The downside of this method, it's not good at distinguishing prominence versus height. Simply compare the length of the curve to the midface length. If you have high cheekbones, the OG curve will take up more than half of the midface. Like so, low cheekbones will have the OG curve take up small portions of the midface. So which is better, higher or lower set cheekbones? There is no correct answer to this question. Both high cheekbones and low cheekbones can look attractive. That said, we do have a general affinity for high cheekbones. This preference could be due to the proliferation of attractive faces on media that have high cheekbones. It could be due to how we internalize that high cheekbones are attractive, and they are. But that's not all there is to attractiveness. There are many conventionally attractive people with low cheekbones. If, after the tests above, You found that you have low cheekbones. Don't worry about it too much. Even though we have preconceived perceptions about what type of cheekbones are more attractive, it's not the end all be all of your facial appearance. Remember that your cheekbones are just a single aspect of your face. Facial harmony, or how your features work together, is a better indication of attractiveness. As previously mentioned, your race is also a factor that determines how your cheekbones look. Because of that, there are varying standards in how we perceive cheekbones worldwide, and beauty can be an ethnic concern. If you live in an Asian country, you will be under their beauty standards. The cheekbones that look the most attractive in an Asian environment might not be the best if you put yourself in a Western setting, for example. A lot of conversations surrounding cheekbones tend to stay within the high or low narrative, but an arguably more important or equally important aspect of cheekbones' appearance is how prominent they are. Low cheekbones and high cheekbones both have the potential to look very attractive if they are prominent. Looking at someone with low cheekbones, you are most likely to think they're attractive if the cheekbones jut out and give further dimension to their face. This argument also stands true for situations where someone has high cheekbones, but it won't show up due to excess facial fat. Here are some examples of people who look good with lower set cheekbones. We have Johnny Depp, young Matt Mikkelsen. For women, an example I can think of is Selena Gomez. So yeah, you can look good with lower set cheekbones as long as they are lean and prominent, which will make them hollow. But as you age, lower set cheekbones do make you appear older than people with cheekbones that are higher set. But what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. That's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. A like and subscribe will be highly appreciated. And like usual, catch you guys in the next one.